Well, Speedy, where's Spooky and Cleo? Huh? They just left you all by yourself? So you'll just sit here and lay down with Papa, huh? On the front porch. Yeah, like always, we're a little late on the cleanup. Yep. Supposed to do that off camera. When we turn it on, you're supposed to be all beautiful. Well, you're my little princess, so you're beautiful anyway. Aren't you, Speedy? You Papa girl? Hmm? Speedy, what do you see? Is that squirrel bothering you again? Okay, I'll leave you be. You go ahead and finish cleaning up, okay, Cleo? And maybe our friends and family will stop by, okay? Well, hello there, friends and family. I was just talking about all of y'all. Didn't see you pop in. As always, you're always welcome here. And Mr. Tom's little piece of paradise in the deep south of Alabama. You know, Mr. Tom's neighborhood. And yeah, we just finished up doing our afternoon watering. Did a little weed pulling, checking the plants. We had a hornworm, eating what was left of my little tomato plant. That's unbelievable. Not much left of it. Yep. And it was a hot one today. 94 in the shade. Said it felt like 105. And I can tell you, it surely did. But thankfully, well, we got a cool down. It's 91. It only feels like 99. Can't beat that, right? And it's partly cloudy. Well, mostly cloudy now. As far as Debbie, which is now a tropical storm, heading its way up the east coast and looks like it's turning north to northwest, we didn't get a drop of rain. Not nary, not one. But unfortunately for many, in Florida and on up the east coast, they got way too much, and a lot of flooding. And therefore, a lot of damage. Last I heard, 7 people have actually lost their lives. Unbelievable. But here, other than a little breeziness, that was it for us. I do hope all of you are safe and well wherever you may be. And I hope you didn't suffer any tragedies from Debbie as she wanders up. Looks like she'll be heading to Canada next. So yeah, I wanted to also thank y'all for stopping by in the little old country kitchen yesterday while we whipped up some amazing, blow your mind kraut dogs. Yep, and they were surely fine. I enjoyed them a lot. I don't eat hot dogs that often. Maybe once a month or every 2 months. But I really enjoy them when I do. And I think by not eating them all the time, which now they say they're not good for you, they become something that's truly enjoyable and special when you decide to. But I did notice as I was reading the comments, I'm trying to get back on the comment bicycle and keep up with more of them. Not that YouTube's real good about notifying me of them. And sometimes I get a little behind and I have to hunt and search. But we'll try to keep up better. You just have to forgive me while we're going through all things. And that's what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about today. Because a few of you noticed I was wearing, a hospital bracelet once again. And yeah, in fact, still got it on today. And that's all from, I had to go down to Jackson Hospital, actually their outpatient, Jackson Imaging, for another MRI. And this MRI was just like the first one I got, and I think was, back in March, maybe it was April. Now it all seems to run together, and I just have to check my bills. That's how I sort of keep track of all this. Yep, I go through my pile of bills and see, when I did what. No reason to keep notes. I just got a pile started with everything that they're charging me for. So we went on Tuesday, and we were there by 10. Well, we were actually there by 9:30. And the waiting room, which is very large, was packed. There's only a few chairs left. Well, they finally called me up to go in the back. I guess it was around 10:15, 10:20 or so. And you go back in there, and of course, you got to strip down. They give you a little room where you can strip down, put on a gown. Then you have to sit down in this chair. And then they have to come in, insert your IV. You know, that's where they're going to put that contrast dye in. And that. And boy, it's as cold as the Antarctic, especially for me, especially in that little gown. And then you wait some more, and they finally take you on into the MRI. And the particular MRI takes somewhere between 35 and 40 minutes. And it's very confining, so if you're claustrophobic, I can see that'd be a problem. It's extremely noisy, so they give you earplugs. I don't think you could stand it without them, because I mean, it's almost unbearable with them, especially on the left side for whatever reason. But I've worn earplugs most of my career in engineering, so I know how to form them and put them in just right so they're nice and tight. So yeah, we got that done. And as of yet, here on Thursday, August the 8th, 2024, I haven't heard back till, when we'll start the radiation treatment. Because see, this MRI was to see if, based on the hormone therapy that I've been on, was the prostate shrinking, and along with that, the tumor shrinking. So at some point in time, maybe tomorrow, or sometime early next week, they'll give me a call, and they'll schedule an appointment for me to go back down to the Alabama Cancer Care Center, which I'm sure will have a consultation, and at which time they'll give me a start date for the beginning of my radiation treatments. And if you aren't aware of the treatment course that I'm taking, I'm not taking the 28-day or the 40 or 50-day. I'm taking a 5-day. And there's been some extra procedures that had to be done, like the Barrigel implant that I had a couple weeks back to get me ready for all that. And this MRI is the last thing. If it all came out well, we'll have to wait till the radiologist reads it and gives his synopsis to my oncologist. And all that being said, we can get on with the radiation treatment, which will be 5 treatments, not consecutive. Once I start, I go in for one, skip a day, go in for another one, skip a day, go in for another one, skip the weekend, go in the following Monday, take one, skip a day, and the following Wednesday I'll take the last, and should be done. And then I guess there's some time period after that which they will actually schedule another MRI and see what became of the tumor, and there'll possibly be another biopsy, if I had to guess, which I'm not looking forward to that if there is. But I do know other people that are on monitoring courses of treatment. Every so often they'll have MRIs and or biopsies. So I'm hoping over the years to come that's not going to be my life. My hope and what I pray for is what we'll see is the tumors all gone. Well, anyway, that's the best occurrence. Shrinking's good, but gone is better. Like I say, all the more better. And that's the goal, because in my mind, that will end the journey to the cure, because that's what I've been on. From the very first diagnosis, with the PSA score being 10, then 11, then 12, where it had normally been 4 to 6. You know, that all started all of this. And then going in for the MRI, which confirmed, yep, we had a tumor in the old prostate. And then the continuance. We had to have the biopsy. We've been going to the oncologist. We had to have the CAT scan simulation, which actually is just a simulation of what will happen when I undergo radiation treatment, and they do all the alignment of your body on the machine. They put marks on your body, and they make a mold where your legs and hips will be with your name on it. Maybe you get to take it home when it's all done. I'm not sure what you'd want to do with it, but yeah, I'm sure they save it for some time in that unfortunate instance when you might have to have a few more treatments. And we've got the finances all worked out, and here again I wanted to thank all of y'all for your kind and generous donations, and of course thoughts and prayers are always appreciated. And I think we got it all worked out. Yeah. We'll still have a roof over our head, still have a car to drive. Well, we'll have plenty of food, and all the needs will be met. And in the end, me and the kitty crew, as long as our needs are met, then life is just fine. Because I put a lot of thought about that in here late. There's a lot of people out there, and I know, and I've always said to my children, because my daddy said it to me, when you're sitting there whining about how bad you got it, please remember, there are others out there that got it way worse than you. And that is a fact. You can see it right here on YouTube. The homeless, you know, the disabled, the addicts. The list goes on, and that's just in the U.S. And it gets even worse in other countries, especially the underdeveloped countries. I mean, sometimes they're just happy to have a stick and mud shack and a 5-gallon bucket. A little bit of sticks and wood to cook whatever grub they can come up with. And they still smile, sometimes even more than we do. They have my respect. Yep. Sometimes when I'm watching these others in other countries, I wonder what they think of all of us. You know, there's a term now that comes up. Now, first world problems. Those are the problems we have. And what they mean by that, they can only dream of having the problems we're talking about. You know, like car breakdowns, house issues, the fact there ain't no frozen taters in the freezer section. You know, stuff like that. Yep, I've watched people panic over there's no more frozen fries in the frozen section. But there's plenty of potatoes over in produce. Well, I can see, or I can hear, my mockingbird buddy somewhere up above. And Cleo's joined us, as always. Cleo, you right under my feet? Cleo. Cleo. Oh, Cleo. You my queen. Cleo. Cleo. Papa loves you. He loves you a lot. Does your papa love you? That's my queen. And she didn't want me to stop. You can really tell when a kitty trusts you. When one, they'll expose their underbelly, and two, they'll just lay there and enjoy you softly stroking it. It makes them so happy. She's got her tail all curled up. That's another way you can tell that your kitties are happy. They've got that question mark going at the end of their tail. So yeah, as I was finishing up the day today, I just thought I'd give you all just a little quick update. Let you know why I had the wristband on. Don't know why I haven't cut it off yet. Just don't think about it. I've been rather busy. You know, to do a cooking video, maybe y'all don't know, you just don't go in there and start cooking. I have nobody to video. So I got to break everything up in segments. You know, then I got to check the video before I proceed to make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, it gets quite time consuming. Just like that little sauerkraut and a hot dog recipe I showed you. I had about 5 hours in that. Between the video and the video editing, downloading, uploading, and everything, all total 6. You might not think about that. I knew before I started YouTube, I never thought about what it took to put a video out. Yep, many of mine, which when they're long, take way more time. That's why you see more of them in the winter time. And the yard's looking fine. No more issues with the city. Of course, it's about ready to be mowed again. And I'm doing my very best to stay on top of it and not take advantage of what the city said. Yep. They said do what I can do. They'd understand. But I'm going to do what I can do, and as much as I can. And so far, I've been keeping up the majority of it. And I'm happy with that. It makes me happy to get out here. Yeah, and it's brutally hot at times. But I don't want y'all worrying. I know when it's time to go in, cool off, get a cool drink, and rest. I've been living a long, long time, and for most of my life, I've been living in hot, humid areas. This ain't my first rodeo. So yeah, just a little update, a little chat on the front porch to put people's minds at ease. You see, I was asked to several times, how you doing, Mr. Tom? Are you okay? And, you know, the best I can answer to that is I'm as good as I can be on this day. And I hope to be better tomorrow than I was today in all things. So y'all take care out there. Stay safe. And you know, may God bless you as you bless those in your lives. You know we love y'all for everything you do to help us out and make our lives better. And I hope in some little way these episodes of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood make yours a little better too. And with all that said, Cleo's wanting to take a nap. And if it wasn't so darn hot, I'd take one too. So with that, goodbye for now. Cleo, I think Speedy ran out on us. You want Papa to sit with you a while you take a napper? You want your belly rubbed some more? Well, let me go in and put some ice in some tea. And then I'll come out and rub you down a little more. Okay? Oh. Yeah, it may have went down to 91. It only feels like 93. What? No, 99. That's still pretty darn hot. Now I got a blueberry trying to invade the house. We're going to have to dig that one up, Cleo, this winter and transplant it somewhere. That'll be really cool. Well, let's get on in and cool down. Later, all.